First tonight at 5, Governor Kathy Hochul is standing firm on her executive order barring over 2,000 striking correctional officers from being hired by state agencies.
Because these individuals had a responsibility to protect the public and the incarcerated population, and they walked off the job for 22 days, many of them. And that is something that's very hard to get over. I will never forget that. They're not ever working for the state of New York.
The governor not bowing to pressure from Republican lawmakers and some local officials, but there are questions about the legality of that order. CBS 6's Sam Israel spoke with a longtime Siena law professor who says the move may be going too far.
These individuals are blackballed. They cannot get a job.
Professor Leonard Cutler, who has been a political science professor at Siena for over 3 decades, says the conversation starts at Taylor Law, a statute that bans public employees from striking. Violations can lead to fines, termination, or even arrests.
The officers knew specifically what they were doing and the circumstances under which they undertook that strike action.
On February 19th, Hochul declared a state disaster emergency, calling the strike, quote, illegal and unlawful. Her latest executive order, 47.3, citing the Taylor Law, directs state agencies to not hire any officers who participated in the state prison strikes. But the professor says the order goes even further, blocking local governments from hiring these officers.
There is a provision in her executive order, which in fact, and there's where I have a problem, she's specifically prohibiting local governments, counties, municipalities, from hiring any of these officers. I think that's taking it a bit too far legally.
And that has some county officials pushing back, including in Rensselaer County, Oneida County, and Chemung County, calling the executive order unlawful and vowing to challenge it in the courts. Cutler says legal challenges can take years and may even reach federal court if due process rights come into the equation.
If there's a constitutional question beyond the state, this could potentially even become a federal case, Sam, and wind up in the federal courts because they're denied the right of gainful employment separate and apart from their employment, former employment with the state.
This comes as law enforcement shortages are rampant across the state. Sam Israel, CBS 6 News.